Maybe I should have saved it first.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
My body, my eyes, my smell, the way I walk, the way I sound, it all betrays my degeneracy, Measurehead.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
The young woman at the giant side agrees.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Okay. What's my authority again? It's 5, guys. 5. What do you mean? My body betrays my degeneracy. My body does not betray my degeneracy. My body is unimportant. I am with the police, and we need to get into the harbor. We don't have time to get into this now. Okay, let's do what authority tells us to do. Say nothing. Size them up first. This is how Cool lives.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
A ripple of muscle passes underneath the skin. He lets you look.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
Puff out your chest, still say nothing. Yes.
What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
He looks down at you, taking stock of your physique.
Merely standing up makes you sweat profusely. Your breathing is erratic. Your own heartbeat in your ears grows frantic, and you feel your blood pressure rise.
Let's try using our mind instead. How about that?
Stop it. You are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman and your pedomorphic friend.
DJ, are you fucking insulting Kim? I don't know what that word means, but I think you're insulting Kim.
This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternal instinct, but it is a liability here on Battlefield Martinez.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
She holds her nose. Okay, what do you mean my body betrays my degeneracy? My body does not. My body is unimportant. I'm with the police and we need to get into the harbor.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust, as if he were smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Smell your breath, Kim. Is it really so bad? You're right, I'm an alcoholic, and I need that dead body to no longer be in the tree. I don't have a problem with Al Ghul. I just drink a little on the weekends. Oh, that is... Oh, alcohol, I guess, is what he's saying. Enough. I need you to take down the dead body or let me in. I'm gonna play dumb. Wait, Al Ghul?
Yes, Al Ghul.
He means alcohol.
Do you mean alcohol?
Correct. My small skull servant.
He nods approvingly.
Al Ghul is an ancient Ilmaran poison, a parasitic fungus that has colonized your race. It is a trick the desert pygmies played on you for humiliating them and stripping them of their land.
Intentionally fermented drinks have existed for 10,000 years.
Okay, here we go. We're using our mind muscles. The Ilmarin people did not invent alcohol. It existed since the Neolithic.
This is a fabrication that alchemists of Yizot and Bashir and their Rolam Al Ghul have fed your people. Go on believing in it, race loser.
Okay, but he wants us to, like, convert to his beliefs. So that's how we had two options. We could beat the shit out of him. That's clearly not going to happen. Or we could, like, I guess convince him if we don't like believe it ourselves, which I doubt we will. Convince him that we believe in his ways. That's probably right, yes.
Good. There is a frit nearby. Congratulate yourself with another drink. Your features are not yet congenitally deformed enough.
All right, maybe this isn't working.
Oh yeah, Measurehead.
The babe looks at him with eyes full of admiration that transcends the merely sexual.
This is going well for Measurehead.
Okay. Okay. Oh man, where do I go from here? This seems weak. I don't have a problem with Al Ghul. I just drink a little on the weekends. Enough, I need you to take down the dead body or let me in. Kim, is it really so bad?
It's not good.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk and drowned.
Okay, I'm a servant of Al Ghul, but I still need that fuck, this is the wrong thing, though. This is where I come back to, like, what would my character do here? I don't have a problem with Al Ghul, I just drink a little on the weekends.
Your mouth moves, but the one who speaks is Al Ghul. You are but a vessel for the Ghul now. Very little of yourself remains.
That's true. Fuck. I think he understands us better than we understand ourselves.
Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Show him the ham still got it.
First, let me make this clear. I'm not a drunk. I'm a cop. I just have a drink every now and then. Everyone does. Actually, I think the ham sandwich race still has it in them. I'm the police, and I need you to comply now. The race stuff is unimportant here. I just need you to help me do my job. Fuck. Actually, I think the ham sandwich race still has it in them.
Willingly calling yourself a ham sandwich, how far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race.
He pauses in melancholy reflection.
You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
Cop culture, right? Did he say it wrong? I think he meant to say cop culture.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Okay.
This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
Come on, I just need you to move about 20 centimeters back. Push him out of the way. Right about all this, now I need you to help me get the corpse down from the tree. It was your people who put that dead body up there. Your people should help me get it down. If he's so great, maybe he'll prove how great he is by helping me get the corpse down.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war.
I feel like I'm like picking every single wrong choice, but I think if you're not like a physical specimen, maybe that's just the, or maybe it doesn't matter. You're gonna always fail this.
Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
Okay, so you serve the Union, don't you? Aren't they white? What are those tattoos of yours supposed to mean? We got conceptualization. Really good fucking chance. 92%. Subscribe to his advanced race theory. Or we could go physical instrument. Okay, let's try it. Let's see what happens if we ask them about the Union. Aren't they white?
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
He turns his eyes towards the harbor, seemingly bored with you.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden.
Okay.
However.
Yeah, but you still serve them. How does that factor into your life? You keep telling yourself that. Oh shit. Is this gonna help our cause though? Oh, it's one of these two. Yeah, you keep telling yourself that, buddy.
Mr. Claire is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital. Something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
Okay. I'm no communist. Communism is pretty cool. Individualism is my jam. My jam is a mysterious fourth thing. Yes! My jam is a mysterious fourth thing. This guy doesn't know shit about our jam.
Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs?
Youth culture does not affect my thinking.
Of course it does. You are a degenerate individualist and a rock and roll rebel. A pawn of international finance, just like the rest of your ham-colored race.
I feel like this guy is just shitting all over us.
I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Semines race.
Okay, I'll ask you who are the Semines. I don't really know who the Semines are. I recently experienced head trauma. Wonderful. I need to enter the harbor now, or you could take the body down yourself, maybe? Okay, I'll ask. Who are the Semines?
The South Island race.
I don't really know that much about them.
R for R. We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago. Millennia before you.
I'm pretty sure you made up 90% of those words.
We are the future. That is all you need to know.
It sounds more like you're the past. So you were born and raised on the islands before you moved to Revachol?
I am a descendant.
Oh, okay.
The narrow streets of Ulimbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Semines women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception from the pale.
So you did not come from the islands?
No.
Cranes his head.
I have heard about it on the radio.
Oh! The youth culture?
He would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry in front of the women.
So you're not really Seminese, you're just from Revachol.
I'm from Couronne.
Changes tactics.
No, it is not just in Revachol. The city is central to the Simonese strategy. Spreading through its trade networks, our culture will dominate the world. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with, and never getting that dead body down from the tree.
I feel like we won that round. Oh, I didn't improve my chances. What are those tattoos of yours supposed to mean? Oh, let's ask Kim about it. Kim is very wise. What do you think about this?
I don't think anything about this. We are wasting our time having this conversation.
All right.
Your pedomorphic friend is right. You should leave here with your tail between your legs, contemplating race extinction. I am an immovable obstacle.
What are those tattoos supposed to mean?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
He gestures towards the lorryman down the street.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
You sure I'm not radiometrically superior to you?
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw,
Oh no.
indicative of schizophrenia and sexual
Oh
inaccountability.
no.
From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby.
Don't fuck with dimples in the
This
jaw.
is not craniometry, just an observation.
Dimples in the jaw are the fucking bomb. It's called a butt chin, Measurehead. Get with the times. What else?
It is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of Al-Hul. From what remain of your features, I can see fleshy lips, baldness of the head, and long arms relative to lower limbs.
Fair.
This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal. An offspring of murderers and sailors from Sur la Clé and Vesper. And possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of Ubi.
Yeah, that's interesting. So one of my ancestors was Sur la Clef, and the other Vesper?
Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Revacholians.
Oh, like you're a
Your
Revacholian.
parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence of Al-Hul. That is the only reason you are here.
All right, you've convinced me. I totally agree with your advanced race theory. You are a genius.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Okay. Measurehead. I'm new to this world. Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of different races are there.
Do you?
This can't. This is a fucking thing. Shut up. Lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door and then to you. Let's set an audible sigh.
You are obviously a liberal, Sailite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself.
I'm really curious, and you guys can answer this. Does this dialogue change based on what you've done in the game? Or is this particular dialogue the same? Because that would be cool if it changed based on like your actions throughout the game.
There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on?
Let's just start from the top. Type A. I'm also interested in this just like for the lore, the story.
Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding.
Is that true?
A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades. In Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
Wait, who exactly are the Mon?
You know them by the names of their nation states. The Oranese, the Gotwaldians, and the Königsteiners. My people simply call them Maun.
There will be a test in the comment section, by the way, on all this, so everyone be sure to answer the questions.
Mahun is a derogative term for first world people of Gotwaldian descent. They do not all have eczema. Also, people of Katla, like the Suru and the Uhu, are much more lactose intolerant.
The wooden clogs, though?
In some municipalities of Oranje, people do wear shoes made of wood to street parades. Green, orange, and even yellow tassels have also been seen on hats.
I like that we're getting the actual real information.
The Maun are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric culture.
Tassel-centric culture.
Inbreeding has led to a lactose-intolerant subrace whom no one can take seriously.
I really wish that I lived in a more tassel-centric culture. Okay, got it. Who are type A then, in your view?
The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the Golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have type A race propensities. The other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem.
He draws his finger across his face.
Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food.
Oh, man, I love that stuff, though.
In turn, only produces more sebum.
I love mariachi and minced meat. Okay, so who are the Seminoles and Areopagites in this?
As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental type A is in retrograde. The Seminoles and the Areopagites are on the ascent.
And the Seminoles are?
The indigenous people of this, the Insulindian archipelago. The Seminoles inhabit the southern islands. I am Seminoles, from the stock of Ulumbuir on Ile de Fantôme.
And the Areopagites?
The Areopagites are the master race of the Ile Maran deserts. The Seminoles are descendants of the Areopagites. We came here during a heroic migration from Ile Maran to Ansuland, thousands of years before the lactose-intolerant Maun Occidentals discovered this place.
It's really fixated on tassels and lactose intolerance. What's the difference between the Seminoles and the Areopagite?
The
receiving
Areopagites are
wisdom.
sleek, long-headed. The Seminoles are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls.
He falls silent, contemplating the beauty and the mystery.
The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Semino-Areopagite or Simeopagite super race. That is all. There are no more type A races in the world.
Okay.
Nature was not capable of more.
Type B.
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Khoikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored people.
Mud-colored.
To an untrained eye, the Khoiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct muddy color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy sweaty, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the grad people have undergone for drinking alcohol and smoking the degenerate tobacco and for eating potato. The Koiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with potato.
He doesn't like potatoes.
The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba.
And the Vacholier you mentioned?
The Vacholians, halfway between Type A and the racial cauldron. Two makes to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
This is insane. I'm pretty sure history hasn't lasted that long. That revolution sounds like it was actually very good and necessary. The revolution sounds like it was perpetrated by degenerate marauders, not all the people of Revachol. Go away, stupid political thoughts. What was the revolution? What was this revolution? I'm pretty sure history hasn't lasted that long.
The mysteries of the people of this planet are a tragedy that has played out countless times over, like a fever dream of skin, hair, and bone. Wake up, naive Chespius.
What was this revolution?
The revolution came to Ravachol from Grad, in Zarath-ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness, a prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes. A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia.
Jesus.
The revolution is fatal familial insomnia, a hereditary prion condition passed from the Koiko to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade routes and potate acid, the prime component of the potato plant.
What the fuck?
Enough of Tibet mediocrity.
Okay, and the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty, please?
Tips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me.
Chimeric experiments.
Lesser races like the mosquito, a grotesque mixture of a masked woman and a Seminese man. Only possible if the mother is masked and the father Seminese. The other way around, they fail to produce offspring.
Okay.
The mosquito is born sterile, like a donkey. All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic suspension, listening to aggressive El Mariachi music to vent their impotent despair.
Jesus.
It seems unlikely that two human beings produce genetically sterile offspring.
Maybe I've misunderstood something, but aren't humans too similar to produce genetically sterile offspring?
You are right. You have misunderstood. You lack basic phylogenetic education.
Okay.
The sage will not budge on this.
Any more?
Then there is the Simino Koiki Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Simino Koiki Chimera? It is not an aesthetic site.
Yes?
The Koiko, as you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial scientists have toyed with the idea of crossing the Seminese with the Koiko to produce a super worker of Seminese strength and great servility.
This guy is wild.
This will never happen. The Simonese and the Koiko may have similar interbreeding problems as the mosquito. We will never know precisely. No Simonese man could maintain an erection in the suffocating potato stench of a Koiko woman or Koiko.
What the fuck? Jesus. I don't think you know much of anything, but
There is a strange sadness in his tone, a less than heroic melancholy this time.
you seem kind of blue about this, Measurehead.
The heart that pumps the hemoglobin is mysterious, and so is its dark will. Enough of these personal matters. Have you been educated to all the rasotype now?
Oh god, is he gonna test us?
He does not seem angry, nor does the woman look affected. She just twirls her hair. Perhaps they've been through this and established an accord.
Okay, now that we've been through all the types, do I understand advanced race theory?
You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
Will you help me get the body down if I do? How do I word the mystery? Second thought, I don't have time to get any deeper into this stuff. Let's try it, see if he'll help us get the body down.
We will see.
Access to the Union is important for our investigation, but there may be another way in, without becoming a race theoretician.
Am I mildly worried he might take it seriously? The lieutenant thinks. Yes, I am, he concludes. I am worried.
Okay, but we're not actually ascribing to his theories. We're just playing along so that he'll help us. But am I mildly worried he might take it seriously? The lieutenant thinks. Yes, I am, he concludes. I am worried. We're gonna go ahead, but I'm not serious about this.
You need to internalize what you have heard,
Oh.
then return to me. This clarity does not come instantly.
Okay, let's discuss something else.
I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vasholian.
I agree.
Your
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
Wait, what? Wait, what? You must be mistaken. I'm a real radical. That's me, Mr. Reasonable. Someone's got to keep it sane around here. This is because I keep saying none of the above to political stuff, isn't it?
It's also about that, but it's also more. Perhaps it's the hangover. Perhaps it's a temporary surge of serotonin, but something tells you it's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
Oh, first, where is this Kingdom of Conscience? No more talk. Sign me up for a passport. Opt in. No, I'm too fiery for this watercolor ideology. I'm trying to develop more extreme and interesting opinions. Yeah, I'm fucking opting out of that.
That's a pity. Real democracy was just around the corner for Revachol. All the leading citizens are waiting there, without you.
Man, I don't know, man. I don't think I'm very reasonable. Interesting. So is that like a decision point?
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for damages yet.
You should take care of that, then.
I think I have the money now. This is money, right?
I'll also take a room at the Whirling. One cannot get much closer to the crime scene.
He's proud of you for getting your act together and finding a way to pay back what you owe.
Yeah! Man, nothing feels better than, can I just walk by him? Than making Kim proud of us.